Good morning, y'all, and Happy New Year. Just wanted to check in. I have not weighed in at all this week. The last weigh in, I was up 3.5 pounds from the last video where I said my goal was to maintain and not lose during the holidays. Maybe my goal should have been to lose so that I could have at least maintained. But anyway, I gained 3.5 pounds during the holidays. And now, after our trip to New Orleans, despite all the walking we did, I think, according to my home scale, I'm up another 1.5 pounds. So, anyway, we're looking at the first of 2020, 366 days this year. My friend Tracy will finally get to celebrate her birthday. She's a leap year baby. My favorite thing that I love is there's a saying, and I don't know who came up with it, but it just says, today is the first day of a 365-page blank book. And this year it's going to be a 366-page blank book. Be sure and make it a good one. So, based on some events that happened in 2019, I'm going to be trying to live each day with purpose. I am going to try to, if it's something I really want to do, I'm going to do it. Some of this is influenced a great deal by my mother's diagnosis. Some of you may know she was diagnosed in 2019. She was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and she's doing really well for now. It wasn't something that we were expecting. My mother, it didn't have any of the traditional habits that you might, and don't get me wrong, I know that cancer doesn't discriminate. I'm just saying that my mother was a very healthy person, and other than some hip pain, that's all she was having. A very active lady, and so it hit us really hard. We're taking each day by day. She is continuing to just do. She doesn't let us do very much for her at all. So in a large way, we've just kind of gone on living our lives. But that's always there. We know it, and we live with it. So anyway, that was obviously the hardest part of 2019 for me. And I don't know why I'm getting upset. We've been dealing with it for over 6 months now, but it's just not easy. Even though we pretty much, like I said, we just go on day by day, just like we normally would. It's always there. It's always in the it's always there. Anyway. Sorry, I'm so very sorry. This was supposed to be happy and upbeat and just kind of a review of the last couple of weeks. I'm so very sorry. Okay, so anyway, Happy New Year. We get to write 366 pages of whatever it is we want it to be. What we get to each day, and we only have that day, but we get the opportunity to do that, which is a blessing, and I recognize it now more so than ever. So I'm going to try to live each day with purpose. I'm not going to say, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. If it's something I really want to do, I'm going to try to figure out a way, within reason, to make that happen in 2020. Excuse me. And I hope that y'all do too. Every one of you who takes the time to check in just to see how I'm doing, or I'm very grateful. I started this channel when I started back with Weight Watchers, going to the meetings in July. I did it kind of out of selfish reasons, primarily to just be accountable to others. And also, though, with the hope that if there was someone who could be helped or encouraged, that this would do that. So I am grateful for those of you who do take the time to watch and check in with me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have been back on Weight Watchers for July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months now. I have lost almost 25 pounds. Unfortunately, I've gained about 5 of that back. I'd say that over the holidays. So I got to lose that. But going into 2020, because I was already, before the holidays, I was super close to getting back to Lifetime. So I'm going to be super motivated to do that again. I am reading this book again. Started it off today, Made to Crave. It's a devotional book by Lisa, I don't know how you say her, Turkust. I don't really know how you say her last name. I read this before on my Weight Watchers journey. A dear friend sent this to me. And so we're kicking it off again with a group on Connect that we're all reading it. We're pledging to read it the first 60 days of 2020. And so we're doing that. I bought some, and I'm not a spokesperson, I don't get compensated for this, but I will tell you, I love a bargain. And Avia makes some pretty good little leggings. I like that they have these really deep tech pockets. I wore them quite a bit in New Orleans. And I could just stick things like the hotel key and a little dab of money, stuff in the pockets. They have these, but anyway, they have these leggings and they've marked them down for $10 a pair. So I ordered 3 pair from Walmart.com. So I'm looking forward to getting those in. I'm really not going to change much of what I'm doing in 2020 because it was working for me. It's just during the holidays I got off track. So anyway, I just wish you all the best. Wish you all the very best. Wish you a very happy, blessed, and healthy new year. Thanks again if you take the time to check in with me from time to time. And if you're new, welcome and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you more than you could possibly know. Okay, I'll be checking back in with y'all soon. Oh, and just to update you on a couple of things. One, in New Orleans, I walked over 10 miles in one day. That's more than I sometimes can walk in an entire week. And don't think that my legs and hips are not feeling the effects of that. They are. And I forgot. Oh, and if you have been following me, you know I've been searching for a newer car. Still don't have one. But hopefully, fingers crossed, there's the right one out there for me somewhere. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Y'all take care. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. So we are at the World War II Museum in New Orleans. Incredible sacrifices people made for our freedom. Just have walked so many stairs in the last 2 days, but we're almost done here at the World War II Museum. It's been an incredible experience, and we're going to explore the city now. Check in with y'all later. I am outside the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. We are headed, let me show you. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Behind me is my family. We're headed to the Smoothie King Arena. My oldest son is going to play basketball. Okay, so let me just tell you, I went on the RV trip, then we had Christmas. Well, let's say the weight gain. Well, let's not say it. It is what it is. I gained 3.5 pounds. So on this trip, thankfully I weighed in Saturday morning. So I am being way more mindful of what I'm eating. I hope y'all can hear me over the wind. Maybe I can get over here out of the wind. I had boiled shrimp. I am just making healthier choices. We had a big breakfast buffet at the hotel. I had an English muffin, fresh fruit. I'm just making the best choices I can, but still enjoying my time with my family. All right, y'all. Happy New Year, and I'll check in with y'all later. Bye-bye. Behind me is the Smoothie King. We're headed in there to watch my older son play basketball in less than an hour. Getting lots of steps in, walking everywhere down here. And then we'll be back at 7 o'clock tonight to watch the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans are going to be playing the Houston Rockets. So, got that ahead of us. Check in with y'all later. Bye-bye.